manually. I think it says I'm live. Okay, there we go. Did I need to have this tab open? Save? Did that save? I don't know. If I switch back between... No, that still says stupid bullshit. Let me open actual YouTube. Thing is, you can't be subscribed to yourself. So hold on. I would need to go here. Okay, no. Save. Save the new title. Refresh. There we go. Gosh, that is such a pinch point. Because on the old OBS install, it just works. It just works. Well, I guess I'm thinking, because I'm still going to stream on this install for today, but I'm thinking for the reason why I switched over, I can just leave it as it is with the old OBS install for now. Because the potential issue is just YouTube and the multi-streaming shit. Everything else I can probably work around and fix, because I don't know why Adam's stuff, because that's the one I'm using right now. Adam's multi-stream shit can't get me a YouTube title, and it didn't go to the YouTube automatically. I know like the other one I was using, it would sometimes just create ghost streams, like it would set up a stream but not use that setup, because fucking YouTube, I don't know why, but you have to prepare a stream technically for YouTube. So you have to put your title, you can set your thumbnail and all that fucking bullshit instead of just hitting go live. Like you kind of have to set a fucking a slot for it. So ugh. That might be why, but the other one just works. Also, I forgot to switch something around here. Because it's... Nope, that's not StreamerBot. Because it's StreamerBot that I'm talking about now. Wait a minute, what? Oh, wait, no, I see. I see the, I see. So, enable. So, the main reason why I want to switch over, OBS is because, like, it's Stream Elements, because that's what I was using, and probably will still be, because, like... This is extremely clunky for, like, I don't know why the YouTube one didn't go. I don't know why you have to be live to change your title when that's not a thing on the other one. But the main reason was for this. So that was all ran on my machine instead of having alerts over on Stream Elements shit. And I can port that over to the other OBS install. It would be annoying. This is the thing. It might be a day off type of deal to fix. And the fucking Stream Elements future is up in the air, so who knows if they'll still have like the multi-stream shit. And the other thing is that you can just install OBS as a portable, which is what this is running as right now. It's not on my C drive. It's a portable version. And with the portable version, you can just tinker with it, copy it, and then just move it over. So what I could do is probably pull Atom out of the master install on the thumb drive, and then just mess with that, and just see if I can't get a different multi-stream and chat and the because like the multi-stream is what the linchpin here is. I don't know. Sounds like something I'll just mess with later. I'm gonna move this back over here. We are going to go to DaVinci. There we go. All our something's wrong in multiple ways. So let us see here. Let me, that's vertical sources. I need regular sources. Okay. So, Crash JPEG, Foobar, War Duo. There's War Duo all the way up there. Alright. DaVinci Cap. Transform. Fit to stream. There we go. GIMP is fine. We don't have GIMP open. Alerts live where the alerts live. War Duo needs to go up. Foobar needs to go up. I don't know why I'm up here. It's because I never actually moved the shit. Alerts needs to go up. And then I think that's everything in the correct order now. Does DaVinci soundbite capture work properly? Closest to us, brother. Yes, that is working. Audacity, because I have Audacity for voice recording. Okay, let me increase size of that. Put it up here in the top left. I am going to flip, transform, flip. I swear to God, there are two ways to have flip. It's to flip something horizontally or to flip it along the horizontal. And it is so disambiguous because everything just says flip horizontal. I think OBS is flip along the horizontal. So if I do this, I'll be upside down. I was wrong. Alright, well, I'll shut the fuck up. Let's make goes big boy. Now, hold on, because that shouldn't have changed anything, unless it did, in which case, no, we're good, everything's correct in here now. Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened. Who the fuck knows? Technology is a eldritch, we tricked rocks into thinking and now the gods hate us. That's probably a good story, or something. You know, I have a plush in the closet, and it's just staring at me, and I forgot I put it there. I'm just like, what the fuck are you looking at? Alright, what were we doing? Right. This. Fuck. So we have, top layer, there we go, is y minus 54, and then, or not, oh wait, no, there's two of them here, 96, so then minus 96, there we go, so then this one's also, so then 96 goes all the way over there, plonk it there, extend it out. Then I need, what was the middle number? 48. Ah, shit. Maybe I can do this. Yes. Good. Good. And then this is negative 48. I'll just plonk that there. Alright, and then we have, what's this, 10? That should be 10. Oh, my eyes are tricking me. This is not 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no, we have 10. We have 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the horizontals are, so just 960, 480, blank, minus 480, and then minus 960. And then their verticality, so right now they're negative 54. What's half of 54? Half of 54, 25 plus 2, 27. Yeah, that looks right. The hard drive is spinning. It's not liking what's going on. Alright, so then these need to be 27? Yeah. So then this is 960. Ooh. 480. Negative 480. Then negative 960. And we have our grid, and I doubt it will play. At least not smoothly. Kind of smoothly. Ish. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. I feel like that's so fitting for just the 25 death grid. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Alright, so then let's compress this. Right click, new compound clip. Call it Gilroy Final. And then it's just all, it's more like data compression than merging them all together. That's what rendering is. Delete empty tracks. There we go. We're back to our regularly scheduled audio. Our regularly scheduled tracks. So we can go over here. Hey, you haven't killed me yet. You just died. Pass me, please. Doesn't want to see what's to the left. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Alright, there wasn't really anything to the left. So then we have the actual final fight with Gilroy here. And I need to dub that, which means I need Audacity. And I need my notepad. Notepad. Yeah, there was a charmed fragment that nobody really cared about. Audio setup, recording device. NVIDIA broadcast. This is a test of the NVIDIA broadcast system. And also of the, This is a test of the NVIDIA broadcast system. There we go. Yep, that's sending. That reminds me of something else I should test. Also, this needs to go up in here. So here's what I'm also going to test. Okay, clip was saved. That's good. OBS saved the clip when I hit the clip button. I believe I already checked the markers. So, editing materials, sorter, full and clip. Oh, I forgot. Aw, shit. So those are not called backtrack. Damn. What I can probably do when it comes to editing, yeah, it goes I can sort by file name. Date created, yeah, so I can, anyways, I'm gonna put that there. Probably shouldn't do this while live, but I'm going to, regardless. Because I forgot to move the leak clips into the folder. Paste. Probably not going to like this. Things seem fine. I don't have drop frames, but drop frames aren't all the end-all be-all of frames being oofed. There we go. And that is 866 clips. Alright, I'm going to close File Explorer. What did I just put in here? Where is it? There it is. Almost fits, so we will just do a Control-Z, Control-V. So, why is it like that? Ah, fuck. Because the source record is like that. Well, that's an easy fix, honestly. If I just right-click, transform, fit to screen, there we go. Because there's no VTuber model in the source record, so... and that should be just a one-time fix, but I'm still kind of leaning towards... You know what I should do? I should just use my old OBS and just rebuild it with other shit. Because Ada... I don't know, it's... like, Adam has a good idea going on here, I just don't really like it. But I do need an activity feed, I do need chats, it's like... Part of me also just wants a different monitor to kind of extend shit onto, but ish. And then if I mute track 2, we can't hear anything, so everything's where's the music? The music should be down here. Yep, there's the music. Yep. That's the correct track for it. So yeah, the track-wise, everything is correct here, so that's good. But I don't know, because like it's just so much easier on Stream Elements to just go live. And I feel like because it's just I'm pretty sure I could cobble something together, because right now the issue is Stream Elements with the two OBS installs I have right now. Is the old one, the Stream Elements one, is clearly integrated with Stream Elements. It's their OBS master plugin type deal, where it's the overarching thing. It gets mad at me for having the vertical plugin for source record. So I can have all my shit just without the VTuber model or all the wait. I didn't put that in here, right? My brain is... Yeah, no. Or without, like, the, like, there we go. Or, like, without the alerts that show up here in the bottom right. It's just like, Stream Elements get mad that I have source record, but with, I have Atom's, extra canvas, but the Atom one seemingly doesn't like to go live with a YouTube for whatever reason right here. I don't know if it's a singular fluke or not, because I feel like it might be constant. I might try this for the week and see where it goes, because how Atom does it is with stream key. It's with the stream key. So I yoinked the stream key from the YouTube dashboard, and it uses that. And apparently that's more clunky than I think for Stream Elements I'm just logged into my YouTube and it can just go live. So there must be some type of back end stuff. What I think it is that when I hit save for Stream Elements, it's not pushing the change out to YouTube. It's putting it in its own little memory box. And then with that memory box, when I hit go live, it starts up the YouTube stream and then replaces the information on the stream with that with the memory box. Whereas with Atom, with just the stream key, it is just starting the stream. Like YouTube is like, oh, you're streaming, because that's how it works. You give them your stream key, and you go to the website. You give them your stream key. They're like, oh, it's you, and then the stream just starts up. It doesn't take any information, and that's why it says you have to be live in order to save, because there's nowhere to save the information, and Atom's just not keeping it in a little box, a little memory box. Seems like it'd be something easy enough to fix, but also I don't know if that's how Stream Elements is doing it, because I'm just logged in via Stream Elements to YouTube. So I don't know if they just have the stream key in like the login information, or if they're doing something different that allows it to just go live. Because this one did not want to just go live. I don't know if it's just a one-time thing or what. That's also that. Hold on, let me also check. Fuck. This is the other thing. Top right. Settings. Hotkeys. There is a start and stop all outputs. I don't know why I think that's just for parody. My parody. For parody with the old one. Because you don't have to go live on everything with this. I don't think I have to go live on everything with the other one either, but I know I've been yapping, but I'm trying to figure out if I still want to use this. The main thing is that I think even if Stream Elements like goes down, so long as I don't, or even if they just like just turn into complete and utter subscription-based bullshit, I can still, so long as the software still works. Because the main issue was the alerts. Just like, because if Stream Elements just goes down the toilet one way or the other, you lose your alerts and shit. But like, with the software, like, you don't need to update OBS. Like, you could probably still use fairly old versions of OBS to stream, and it'd be fine for the most part, probably. But, so you can just use outdated software so long as it still works, but that's layers of requirements, and I think that's why it's good to have OBS not as a install, but as a portable. You have the install you stream from, you can have, and then you have your tinkering portable. It's just like you mess with everything on the portable, you copy it over into a new different folder, because if you can have like as many portables as you want, so long as you just call the folder they're in something different, so it doesn't like try to merge them or whatever. And that way you can just always have just a safe install, a safe version of OBS to use, and then you have what you want to test, and then just where you're fucking about. You just isolate your changes. Wait, isn't that just how they do beta testing? It is. You have your internal programs, and then you have PBE, public beta environment, and then you have live servers. That's just how it works. Anyways, what were we doing? I've been rambling for like 30 minutes. Ugh. I think Gilroy tries to get away from you a lot of the time. So yeah, so a thing about Gilroy's AI in this final fight is that if he's not actively attacking you in phase 1, he's trying to get away from you. If he's not trying to attack you, he's just trying to create distance. His black hole attack, the forward black hole attack is really readable. The potential it's not really less readable, it's more tightly timed. And then we have fire, I think. Yeah, so he gets away. The fire swords are annoying because they feel like more something you need to constantly dodge away from. So the fire swords. Black hole attack. A bit more tightly timed with the animation, not so much the attack itself, since you are likely to already be on top of Gilroy. into phase 2. The light fades from his hand, doing the sword attack. Found that when the light fades from his hand when he's doing the sword attack is when you should dodge. Or black holes. It's like, it's a slow startup animation, but it is... It's a slow startup animation, but the active danger really ramps up onto you. I'll leave it. I ad-lib some of this anyway, so it's like, no idea. Phase 3, and now the fuck flies. We're tightly packed. And just more fire swords, but... He does have an ice parry, but I found to just... Don't fucking care. Go for it. Because they're in fights like these, or like any boss fight, you must balance your risk of doing damage with your risk of getting hit. So if you're being careful and slow, you're extending out the amount of time to where you can be hit, which could be detrimental versus just wailing on the boss. Because all that matters is getting the boss's health bar down to 0, and depending on how you play, if you can do aggressive, that's good. If you can't do aggressive, but you can dodge very well, then you can just wait it out for the entirety. So long as the boss doesn't regen. Luich. Luich. I've already forgotten the witch's name. You know, I just realized something else with the activity feed in activity feed. No, it says channel points. Huh? That's another thing I can't do from here. I can't, again, that's a fix I can fix. And it makes me want to just... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just rebuild a fresh OBS install from Portable. So get... I'll let this install exist. Because I've just now realized I can't even do bit. I can't do the, I don't see any, oh, all these pages are still open. I can't see the, channel point redeems. That's what I'm missing. That's what I can't see the channel point redeems. And I can't redeem channel points in my own channel. Unlike, how I can with the other one. Because I wanted to, because I don't see them right now, and that might just be because none have happened this stream yet. Let's just do this one. Okay, okay. So, it does show in the thing. It just has to show the, why is it animated? Why is it animated? Is it because it's this stream or because it's a channel point redeem? How do I get that to not? That's just going to refresh the thing. Okay. Okay, the more I actually mess with this live, the less I like it. So yeah, we're definitely just gonna go back to the old one. Because all this really is to just not have... So I can just have more power over my own alerts, even though, well, there are so many OBS plugins I can just fuck with. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to build an OBS from scratch. Not like actually build OBS, like program it. Like just grab a bunch of plugins and cobble shit together, because this is just not it. Okay. Okay, it stopped being animated, so that's good. I don't know if that's because I did anything or if it just stopped because of time. Oh, it's just because of time. I think the hard part, it would be, an activity feed, but... I'm sure I can figure shit out, eventually. Why is... I'm gonna open up this memory. Okay. Interesting. Strange. Anyway, back to fighting Gilroy. Okay, so he does have a different fire sword attack than just summoning them above you to rain down fire. And then there's, this rage shield with the, laser beams. It's not too bad. Well, not already on top of him. That reminds me. There's the outro. So 4:10, so 5:10 for the hour. But we have cut out a lot of shit. And I believe there's more, like, I think, yeah, it's a break. And then the second ending, and then a lot of this, I think, is just us fucking about. Yeah, that's just us getting shits. Getting 100%. I don't think there's anything out beyond that. Is there? Yeah, there's no lore out there. That's just us getting things. So this... So we should be able to compress this down. This should be the last episode of this. I'll find where I was. Wasn't here. I think it was right here. Yep, lasers. Phase 4 is where I found this to be major horseshit. Because I believe this is where he does the slam, which covers half the arena in a damaging aura. And then the arena is cordoned off into sections where it can be rather easy to dodge through and around, and your motion is rather limited. And then there was like that weird crescent black hole attack, which isn't so bad. Oh, hell yes. Fuck. Alright, and that will be the fight. Final review. I mean, overall, it's fair. It's just annoying, I think, primarily because I don't want to try and parry just due to how I usually hold a controller. Because if I try to parry and I'm moving slightly, I dodge. And that's still like my biggest hang up with this game, because I feel like those need to be separate things. restrictive. Alright. Well, time for a yap session. By the way, the only thing to the left was a charm fragment, so we didn't really miss out on much. So for the first phase, if Gilroy is not trying to attack you, he's just trying to create distance from you, just pure distance. The forward extending black hole attack is really readable. The potential second strike from it that goes back and behind him is a bit more tightly timed with the animation, not so much the attack, because it doesn't really match, it's a bit slower and such. It's only really a problem. No, wait, fuck. Misread my own shit. Since you're likely already on top of Gilroy, so it's not like you're in front of him where... The only thing to the left was a charmed fragment, by the way. Anyways, for phase 1, if Gilroy is not trying to attack you actively, he's just trying to actively get away from you and create distance, which kind of to his detriment or to his benefit, depending on how close you can get to him before he does an attack, because with the black hole attack, the first one does have a fairly easy to read animation, but if you're spaced out wrong, it will hit you. But the potential second strike where it's going backwards behind him, since you're likely to already be on top of Gilroy, it's not as bad as it could be if you're just trying to get closer to him. And then there's the fire swords, which are just more annoying than anything else, and of course they set you on fire, so... Fire! Great. You just need to constantly dodge in order to be safe from them, it's just eh. Anyway, phase 2, I found the light when it fades from his hand, when he's doing the big overhead sword slash that takes up like half the arena, that's when you should dodge. And that's the only thing he really gets there, and then phase 3, he starts to fucking fly. The black hole attack is a bit faster and the balls are more tightly packed, so just be ready to dodge out of that, hopefully. He does have an ice parry, but I found, with my playstyle at least, it is better to just go for it. Don't go slow, because if you're trying to be careful and slow, it extends the time at which you have to fight the boss, which is more opportunities to be hit. So I just found it easier to just say fuck it and just go for it. This is also where he gets a different sword fire attack, where he goes to a side of the arena and tries to fire them at you, but they can't get low enough. They won't angle down far enough if you're at his feet. They'll just go at like 45 degrees down. Versus the other ones, which will just go for you at any angles. And then there's the blood shield with the laser beams. It's not too bad as long as you're not already on top of him. Phase 4 is where it's just horse shit. Major horse shit. Starting with the slam that covers half the arena for a large amount of time. Yeah, I got trapped in that a fair amount of time because the damage tick is just ridiculous. And then the pillars that come up after it just really restrict your movement and dodging capabilities, and he's still attacking you. There's also Crescent Black Hole attack, which honestly isn't too bad. Overall, this is a rather good and fair fight. The only way I would improve it is by changing the game mechanics so I could have dodge as one button and parry as another. Because with the pillars and the fire swords, if you looked at it, or will look at it, I don't know how this is going to pan out in time, but if you look, I get hit there because I'm worried about dodging into the pillars, which I believe do more damage than the fire swords, even after the fire tick. It just feels so restrictive to not be able to dodge and parry as two different buttons, simply because of how I hold a controller. I am liable to just always be slightly moving and thus always dodging. 3.5 minutes-ish. Oh, should cut it down and it should fit. Let me get a drink. Wouldn't be surprised if the fucking it's like, NVIDIA broadcasts used to work so well, and now it just doesn't. I don't know what the fuck they broke. The only thing to the left was a charm. Let's lower the volume, and then I forgot to add the effect. Add effect compressor. The only thing to the left was a charmed fragment, by the way. Anyways, for phase 1, you might not even need the, let me put the volume back to 0. Anyways, for phase 1, if Gilroy is not trying to attack you actively, he's just trying to actively get away from you and create distance, which kind of to his detriment. I wish I could do half dBs in Audacity. I can only do full dBs. And switch kind of to his detriment or to his benefit, depending on how close you can get to him before he does an attack. Because with the black hole attack, the first one does have... I'm not sorry, but please excuse me. Attack, the first one does have a fairly easy to read animation, but if you're spaced out wrong, it will hit you. But the potential second strike where it's going backwards behind him, since you see, Saribot has reminded me ads are coming, but I cannot see the fucking box. Because with the stream elements, I do have 2 chat boxes. I have the Twitch chat because it's the one with the ads and shit that it gives me the warnings. Then I can press the snooze, usually. Or I'm supposed to be able to. But I can see the timer, which is the important part. But, here I can't. And I don't like, I like the merged chat. I just do not like the fact that I don't have the properties or the ability to interact with the chat as it's supposed to be, so. And it's break time, and now I have to guess when 3 minutes is. All hail Seribot, so I know when the ads are done and over. Yeah, that is... certainly is a choice. I don't like this choice, but I will adjust things later. And, I realized something. Well, I remembered something. So, I have a bot set up in the Discord server that tells you when a new video is posted, when a Twitch live stream goes. The issue is that with YouTube, how YouTube works is once a stream is over, it's a VOD, and that's a video on your channel. And there's no back-end way, as far as I can tell with the RSS bot that I'm using, there's no back-end way to distinguish a past live stream from a just uploaded video. So, what I did was have an exclusionary rule that if a video has VTuber in the title, it does not get pushed by the bot. The thing is, I forgot to put it in the YouTube title, but it didn't get pushed because it's just a live stream right now. So either they changed it, or once it becomes a video, it would have gone live, but now I put VTuber in the title, so it shouldn't be pushed to the Discord. But now my question is, once I close OBS, once I reopen it, will it remember? Because Stream Elements remembers. I don't know if Atoms will. So that is something else to test. But anyways, back to slicing and dicing in Audacity behind him. Since you're likely to already be on top of Gilroy, it's not as bad as it could be if you're just trying to get closer to him. Large pause. To him. And then there's the fire swords, which are just more annoying than anything else, and of course they set you on fire, so... Fire! Great. You just need to constantly... cut out the fire. Great. Great. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's not, but just pretend it is, okay? Okay. And of course they set you on fire, so you just need to constantly dodge in order to be safe from them. It's just, eh. Anyway, phase 2, I found the light when it fades from his... It's just, eh. Anyway, phase 2, I found the light when it fades from his hand, when he's doing the big overhead sword slash that takes up like half the arena. That's when you should dodge. Ugh. Dodge. And that's the only thing he really gets there. And then phase 3, he starts to fucking fly. The black hole attack is a bit faster. The black hole attack is a bit faster and the balls are more tightly packed, so just be ready to dodge out of that, hopefully. He does have an ice parry, but I found, with my playstyle at least, it is... style at least. It is better to just go for it. Don't go slow, because if you're trying to be careful and slow, it extends the time. It extends the time at which you have to fight the boss, which is more opportunities to be hit. So I just found it easier to just say fuck it and just go for it. This is also where he gets a different sword fire attack, where he goes to a side of the arena and tries to fire them at you, but they can't get low enough. They won't angle down far enough if you're at his feet. They'll just go at like 45 degrees down. degrees down, versus the other ones which will just go for you at any angles. And then there's the blood shield with the laser. And then there's the blood shield with the laser beams. It's not too bad as long as you're not already on top of him. Phase 4 is where it's just horseshit. Major horseshit. Major horseshit. Starting with the slam that covers half the arena for a large amount of time. Yeah, I got trapped. Yeah, I got trapped in that a fair amount of time because the damage take is just ridiculous. And then the pillars that come up after it just really restrict your movement and dodging capabilities, and he's still attacking you. There's also there's also Crescent Black Hole attack, which honestly isn't too bad. Too bad. Overall, this is a rather good and fair fight. The only way I would improve it is by changing the game mechanics so I could have dodge as one button and parry as another. Because with the pillars because with the pillars and the fire swords, if you looked at it, or will look at it, I don't know how this is going to pan out in time, but if you look, I get hit there because I'm worried about time, but if you look, I get hit there because I'm worried about dodging into the pillars, which I believe do more damage than the fire swords, even after the fire tick. It just, the fire tick. It just feels so restrictive to not be able to dodge and parry as two different buttons simply because of how I hold a different buttons simply. Yeah, you can hear the fucking car. Oh. Like, I just remember NVIDIA broadcast being good, and now it's just not. I don't know why. To dodge and parry as two different buttons simply because of how I hold a controller. I am liable to just always be slightly moving and thus always dodging. Alright, audio. What do? Braid skippy beats export. Do not put that in the awakened sound bites. My time with Ender audio. Call it Gilroy Final. Fuck. Or I am liable to just always be slightly moving and thus always dodging. Fuck. Fair amount of time because the damage take is just ridiculous. It was just so close to being able to have this in here. I'm just going to have this be just 4% faster. Oh, hell yes. Fuck. A rather good and fair fight. So that shouldn't be too much of a difference. Now let's get face. The only thing to the left was a charge fragment, by the way. Anyways, for phase 1, if Hero is not trying to attack you actively, he's just trying to actively get away from you and create distance, which kind of to his detriment, or to kind of to his detriment, or to his benefit, depending on how close you can get to him before he does an attack, because with black hold attack, the first one does have a fairly easy to read animation, but if you're spaced out long, it will hit you, but the potential second strike where it's going backwards behind him, since you're likely to already be on top of Gilroy, it's not as bad as it could be if you're just trying to get closer to him, and then there's the fire swords, which... Fire sword. Trying to get closer to him. And then there's just the fire swords, which are just more annoying than anything else, and the person set you on fire, so you just need to constantly dodge in order to save from them. It's just phase 2. Phase 2, I found the light phase from his hand when he's doing the big overhead sword slash that takes up like half the arena. That's when you should dodge. That's the only thing he really gets there, and then phase 3, he starts to fucking fly. Phase 3, he starts to fucking fly. The black attack is a bit faster and the balls are more tightly packed, so be ready to dodge out of that. He does have a nice parry, but I found with my playstyle at least, it's better to just go for it. Don't go slow. If you're trying to be careful and slow, it extends the time at which you have to fight the boss, which is more opportunities to be hit. So I just found it easier to just say fuck it and just go for it. This is also where he gets a different sword fire attack where he goes to a side of the area and tries to fire them at you, but they can't get low enough. They won't angle down far enough if you're at his feet. They'll just go at like 45 degrees down versus the other ones, which will just go for you at any angles. And then there's the blood shield with the laser beams. It's not too bad as long as you're not already on top of them. Phase 4 is where it's just horseshit. 4 is where it's just horseshit. Major horseshit. Starting with the slam that covers half the arena for a large amount of time. Yeah, I got trapped in that, a fair amount of time, because the damage taken is just ridiculous. And then the pillars that come up after it just really restrict your movement and dodging capabilities, and still attacking you. There's also, that point. There's also Crescent Black Hole attack, which honestly isn't too bad. Overall, this is a rather good and fair fight. The only way I would improve it is by changing the mechanics so I can have dodge as one button and parry as another. Because with the pillars and the fire swords, if you look at it, well, we'll look at it, I don't know how this is going to pan out in time, but if you look, I get hit there because I'm worried about dodging into the pillars, which I believe do more damage than the fire swords, even after the fire tick. It just feels so restrictive to not be able to dodge and parry as different buttons, simply because of how I hold the controller. I'm liable to just always be slightly moving and thus always dodging. Oh, hell yes. Fuck. Alright. And that portion is done. Move that over. Because I want to see what's to the left. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. The only thing to the left was a charge fragment, by the way. Hey. Alright. We did it. He will not remain out of commission for long, while he is connected to the magical forge, since such is the curse of the administrator. Then let's hurry. Lilac, are you certain? Yeah, if it's the two of us. No, the three of us. You, Lilia, and me. We can do this. No, if magic ceases to exist, the homunculi will eventually die when the magic in our bodies run dry. A finite lifespan. That makes us even more like humans, wouldn't you say? I suppose. Are you ready? Yeah. Lilia, lend us your power. Jeez. Oh boy, fire. Under his direction presents playing development. There's a bunch of words I can read. Main development staff, and this is the credits. I guess that's an ending. And let's just delete that. I guess that's an ending. Here we go. The reign of death and the magic of origin are no more. It feels strange and refreshing. Is this the end? No, this is where it begins. Let's live life to the fullest together for as long as we have. That was in that listen. Magnolia, this world might be hell, but we'll live on and fight back. Because I believe the choices he made. The choice he made wasn't wrong. They changed the startup screen, of course. Now, And this is us, break time. I think, all that's really left is the differences in the endings, and then, yeah. And then my rambling about, how I feel about the game. What? Trust no one, those were the final words of our Lord. I believe we've already seen this, technically. That's why I do not care for your words. The bear draws the magic from line of origin if you are responsible for sustaining it, and its weakening. And certainly that your blight addled consciousness causes the blight to further. Surely you must understand this. If not me, then who else is worthy of sitting upon this throne? I shall conquer the blight eventually, and once I'll do it. What? I shall take your place. After all, I was built for the task, wasn't I? Why do you... I remember. Why it was that I felt... shroud. Nola. You cannot carry this nation upon your shoulders. Gilroy, brother, I will have that throne now. And, singular death. Second verse, same as the first, because the second verse is actually the first, and we did this out of order because this is the bad ending. So I'll just, delete that. Find where the fight starts. Right about there. Slice, backspace. Where's Audacity? There it is. Second verse, same as the first. This is the lowered boss fight due to the fact that we did the actual true ending, I assume, out of order, so, yeah. Second verse, same as the first. This is the lowered boss fight due to the fact that we did the actual true ending, I assume, out of order, so, yeah. File, export, Gilroy, bad end. The bad end of Gilroy? There's a sex joke somewhere in there. Yeah, somewhere. I ain't finding it. Audio... Oh, there it is, right at the top. My time with... Nope, not what I wanted. Why are you not? There we go. Second verse, same as the first. This is the lowered boss fight due to the fact that we did the actual true ending, I assume, out of order, so, yeah. It's the same exact fight, it's just easier. That's not bad. That's a different attack, technically, but... It's entirely possible that we just never met... Never met the conditions. There we go, that's the one. There are some actual differences here, actually, now that I'm looking back at it. It's mainly just... I might re-record that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna re-record that, then kind of just explain what the actual differences are. Here, it looks like he has more varied black hole attacks, and he also has... He also did the, That's fair. Oh, yeah, he didn't have phase 2 and 4. Let's just get rid of that. Do a retake here. Second verse, same as the first, more or less. We did the boss fights technically out of order because this is the bad ending, I assume. There are some minor differences. This boss fight is easier. It's like missing the 4th phase, and there's more black hole variety attacks. I don't know if we just didn't get those because of how boss RNG worked. Same with the lunge ice dodge that he did kinda in the first time we met him. Yeah, that's one. But yeah, other than that, it's just a easier fight. That should be better and more, how it is. Second verse, same as the first, more or less. We did the boss fights technically out of order because this is the bad ending, I assume. There are some minor differences. This boss fight I assume. There are some minor differences. This boss fight is easier. It's like missing the 4th phase, and there's more black hole variety attacks. I don't know if we just didn't get those because of how boss RNG worked. Same with... Same with the lunge ice dodge that he did kinda in the first time we met him. Yeah, that's one. But yeah, other than that, it's just a easier fight. Second, very same as the first, more or less. We did the boss fights technically out of order, since bad ending, I assume. There are some minor differences. This boss fight is easier. It's like missing the 4th phase, and there's more black hole variety attacks. I don't know if we just didn't get those because of how boss RNG worked. Same with the lunge ice dodge that you did kinda in the first time we met him. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, other than that, it's just an easier fight. Impossible. Me. Bested. Nola, what you said earlier. Is this goodbye? I'm afraid so. I understand. Magnolia. Stop. I beg of you. Don't. You know, I wish for you to inherit the suffering. Not you. That's why. Wait. You don't have to do this by yourself. There has to be another way. Nola. I'll be watching over you, Lilac. So is she in there? I think it's just her energy. She didn't, like, physically go in there. And so the credits roll again. Thank you. I'd like the option to skip cutscenes after I've already seen them. No credits. And you're wrong. Even if this is a life created for someone else, these feelings of wanting to protect you are my own. That was ending A. And now we have other achievements which are just grinding. And now I believe we just yap about how we feel about this game. So how do we feel about this game? Oh, that's right. It was hot garbage. No, I'm kidding. Try to remember how Ender Lilies technically ended. Because I believe all the characters go free. Hold on, let me, even though the, though the Ender Lilies wiki is garbage. Plot synopsis. Reception trivia. Do we have? Ending, Ender Lilies. Third and true ending is achieved. Blinding Lord AJ's Kuro. Dawn Prayer. Upon completing ending C. Will find the relic. Lost Heirloom. Ending C. Doesn't tell me what happens in ending C. Damn it. Ending C. This is like a cutscene or whatever. So boss fight, boss fight. I'm trying to remember how... do. Because I'm trying to like think of parallels between... Actually, I'm not sure. Trending here because of how... The White Priestess just dies, and Lily is left alone, quote unquote. That's when credits hit. It is done. At long last, we're not alone. Alright, so I actually don't think there's much for a parallel here. Oh well. Ah, fuck. Come on, Da Vinci. Let's just put something on the screen. Something? There we go. So ending A and B. There's apparently no ending C. We'll start with the artwork and the music design. Like it was in Ender Lily's, spot on. I like it. It's very, very nice. Okay, review time. Starting with the music and the artwork. Very nice, very pretty, 10 out of 10. Gameplay. It's a Metroidvania. What else can you expect? It just feels slow. It's just not 100% my type of Metroidvania. I blame Hollow Knight for that. It's a Metroidvania. You go around looking for shit, and you find shit, and you do stuff, and honestly, Metroidvanias are more for the plot. Nowadays, for me personally, Metroidvanias are less for the collection and more for the plot, although I do like collection. Honestly, nowadays, MVs are more for the plot than they are for the collections, but I do like the collecting part of Metroidvanias. The combat from the player side just it feels slow. It's not unplayable, far from it. It's just not 100% my pace. And at times some of the bosses feels like they outpace you, so it's not really 1000% fair. Even with the relics you get and the carapaces, it just doesn't feel like it ever truly balances out to me. Oh, and then there's the plot. What the fuck is the plot of this game? Sorry, I noticed all that because the outputs, I can see the timer on all the outputs and they're all different, and I hate it. I got distracted. The plot. The fuck is the plot of this game? It starts off the same as Ender Lilies. You're just a random girl in an area that you're unfamiliar with. And you find a friend, and then you go figure out the world. I feel like there's a difference between plot and world building. The world building side is great. It shows the class structure of this country, how the people lived, and all the different little districts they had, and the history between the two houses, and how that all kind of played out. The plot of the story feels convoluted. So us as Lilac find Nola, and we gotta figure out who we are. So, standard amnesia plot, gotta figure out who we are. So we go around kind of piecing that together a bit. Why was Gilroy killing the attuners? That's not the internet. More, nothing. Ask examination. I thought aesthetics. Because why was he killing the tuners? I'm not sure. What is the plot? I feel like that's the hard part with Metroidvanias, is trying to figure out the plot here. Does Joran have any... Joran at least has lore. I feel like that's a quote from the game and not actual... I just feel like this could be, the wiki could be better, but that requires people to actually put... See, because this, if I go back to the first game and the Umbral Knight, there's a lot more here. That's also just the Umbral Knight. If I go... Like, the lore section here for the second one doesn't even, do you think, like, even if it was spoilers, it would be just under a collapsed box? So, I think because, Ender Magnolia was a lesser game to Ender Lilies, it didn't sell as well or something, it didn't have the same popularity, so it just, the wiki is far more sparse. Although it seems like there is a full plot summary here. Will I rip the entirety of it? No, but I am going to read it. Decades. Well, I guess that puts Lily in her 30s or 40s. Land of Fumes. World building. So first act, because there's like 3 acts here, technically I would say, each of the stratums. So amnesia plot. Amnesia plot. And let's go to the upper stratum because the elites might know something. So, does this mention Joran? Gilroy. Your mutant Gilroy manages to retreat. Central stratum. Control F. A, B. Lulu's whereabouts, learns at house. Abella attempted to transfer soul. Okay. Sabotage. Jordan sabotaged the process, taking Abella's soul into his own body. Yeah. During the Nora's own homunculi to kill him to eliminate Abella for good, although I feel like that's missing a bit of bits that were implied. So, it feels a bit convoluted. Standard amnesia start. Wait, what? It's like, Gilroy has his facilities. He's not completely crazy. Because then we run into Gilroy, and Gilroy has gone that's why he's killing the attuners. He's gone mutant. Yet he still wants to keep the parasol. Wait, no, the parasol powers the homunculi. Takes the Ray of Death and powers the homunculi. Because the plot of this game is a bit confusing. We start off with amnesia, and we get the goal to go to the upper stratum. And then we learn about Lilia. Like, what is the plot to this game? Racking my head a bit here. We go to the upper stratum. Learn about Lilia. We have to defeat Gilroy. And then there's the whole thing with Abella. And then we find Lilia, who's then permanently connected to the land of origin. I'm gonna say it feels convoluted to my mess of a brain and poor memory. The side stories feel more isolated, and I don't know if it's just because the side stories are shorter. So out of should I, this game gets, yeah, probably. And then I hope you've enjoyed. Hit the fucking shit on the screen. I don't know what half of the fucking buttons do on YouTube anymore. They have hypes, but I don't have enough subscribers for that, technically. Because I think it's a minimum of 500 up to a maximum of 500,000. Yeah, I have to be in the YouTube partner program. So yeah, hit the buttons. We'll be doing God of War Ragnarok next. I believe that's the next game in the, yeah, God of War Ragnarok. Oh, we have a Steam notification. Oh, something's on sale. Neat. God of War Ragnarok. I don't know what we'll do after Ragnarok. I do need to add another game into the A-list after we get rid of Bloom in the Mist, so that we have 10 to pick from. Anyways, I think we have enough written out here. Alright, let's get into review time, since we're now just done with this game. Starting with the artwork and the music. Much like the first game, it's very pretty. The music is very nice. It's a 10 out of 10. I really like it. Gameplay, it's a Metroidvania, so just a bunch of running around, fighting stuff, your abilities, and honestly nowadays, MVs are more about the plot than they are for just the collecting and running around. Although I do like collecting and running around from time to time like that. The combat from the player side feels slow. It's not unplayably slow. It's just not my pace, and it just feels like some of the bosses outpace you. Even with your relics and carapaces, it just doesn't feel quite right 100% of the time. Or I'm just bad at video games. Or both. Now for the story. Let's split this up into plot and world building. The world building side is great. You have the class structure, obviously, of the country and how the people live and lived, the districts and all, the history between the two houses and little other stories. It's just good. It's great. The plot itself, following Lilac. You think I would remember the protagonist's name? Damn. Following Lilac, it's just a bit of a mess in my head, but I also have a poor memory at times, so that could be part of it. But you start with the standard Amnesia plot, and you want to go to the upper stratum. We learn about Lilia and our connection with her. Gilroy's now mutant, so now we have to kill him because he's killing people. So yeah, we have to stop him. And then there's the semi-side plot, even though it's what you have to go through to get the true ending. With Abella being an ancient and supposed to bring back the ancients, I guess. But then Joran getting in the way of that and being possessed, I believe. It's not 1000% clear. And then him just dying and throwing everything away, so now the ancients can never come back, I guess. And, like, I don't get what the plan for the ancients was, and it's just, And then Lily is still trapped in the land of origin, regardless. I just, like, I think the side plots, like with number 7 and D-Clan, were better than how the main plot kind of played out. That might be just because they were shorter and I can remember them a bit better. I don't think it was badly written. I think I'm just a bit of an idiot, so it's like an 8 out of 10, honestly. Overall, out of my rating system of should I, this game gets a yeah, probably. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. If you've enjoyed, there's a fuckload of YouTube buttons. There's not the hype button, though, because we're not at 500 subscribers yet. Will we ever hit that number? I don't know. Maybe you can help. There are other videos on the channel. Same format-ish. I might redo my times with eventually. Our next game is going to be God of War Ragnarok. We'll see how that goes. Probably not going to do Lothé anytime soon because we don't own a PS5. So yeah, just hit the buttons on the screen. I'll see you around. There's little shenanigans if you want something that's not, like, long form like this. Yeah, until next time. Bye-bye. And then the outro plays. I think I'm gonna... I don't know if I want graphics on the screen for that. I think I will. I think I'll... I don't know what I'll do. I'll figure shit out. Alright, let's get into review time, since we're now just done with this game. Starting with the... starting with the artwork and the music. Much like the first game, it's very pretty. The music is very nice. It's a 10 out of 10. I really like it. Gameplay, it's a Metroidvania. Gameplay, it's a Metroidvania, so just a bunch of running around, fighting stuff, your abilities, and honestly nowadays... MVs are more about the plot than they are for just the collecting and running around, although I do like collecting. Although I do like collecting and running around from time to time like that. The combat from the player side feels slow. It's not unplayably slow. It's slow. So it's just not my pace, and it just feels like some of the bosses outpace you. Even with your relics and carapaces, it just doesn't feel quite right 100% of the time. Or I'm just bad at video games. Or both. Now for the story. Let's split this up into plot and world building. The world building side is great. You have the class structure, obviously, of the country and how the people live and lived. The districts and the districts and all the history between the two houses and the little other stories. It's just good. It's great. The plot itself... It's just good. It's great. The plot itself following Lilac. Following Lilac. You think I would remember the protagonist's name? Damn. Following Lilac. Following Lilac, it's just a bit of a mess in my head, but I also have... a poor memory at times, so that could be part of it. But you start with the standard Amnesia plot, and you want to go to the upper... plot. You want to go to the upper stratum. We learn about Lilia and our connection with her. Gilroy's now mutant, so now we have to kill him because he's killing people. Well, we have an ad break soon. People. So yeah, we have to stop him. And then there's the semi-side plot, even though it's what you have to go through to get the true ending. With Abella... true ending. With Abella being an ancient and supposed to bring back the ancients, I guess. But then Joran getting in the... way of that and being possessed, I believe. It's not 1,000... It's not 1000% clear. And then him just dying. Clear. And then him just dying and throwing everything away, so now the ancients can never come back, I guess. And like, I don't get what the plan. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what I can do about just setting up a different OBS setup. Cause I need to mix together these two, but technically I was already doing that, but whatever. Also highlight. Hey, I have a question. Did that play on your end? Because I don't think that came through. No, the redeem sound effect. No, it did not. What the fuck? That's the wrong thing. Do I not have it in here? What the fuck? I guess I forgot something. I thought I moved everything over. Yeah, thanks, Twitch. I don't need fucking tutorials for my own fucking stream. Try this again. No? I don't think that played at all. Oh boy. What the hell? Why is that not working? Huh? Ooh, pepperoni. Why is that not working? How about now?
You've awoken something deep inside me.
That neck crack is about how I feel.
Bitches love cannons.
There it is. I don't... That...
You've awoken something deep inside me.
Here's the fucking money, shithead!
I don't know why that... I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's Adam's fault. Just OBS just having a bit of a oof. Or what the fuck, why that didn't work. Because how I have it set up is that it detects... It's set to, go into properties. It detects a certain window by a title. And, like, the title is the same. What if I just... Oh, I'm gonna scrap this, OBS install anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because I had to open a new Chrome window to fucking... to test those fucking channel point redeems, because I don't have access to channel points in here. I don't think docs... Let's see here. Yeah, no. There's just singular chat. There's not... I can't split the chat. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to make my own... I'm gonna have to reset... not reset. Do a new OBS. A new portable OBS. So what I'm probably gonna do is wipe the OBS portable install off of the hard drive, the USB stick, and just get another OBS portable install, and then because I don't think I can get Atom out of the current one. I don't think there's a way to just extract it. There's the plugin manager. I can try that. If I can just strip out all the Atom stuff, that'll be enough, because there was one that was giving me problems because this is technically a portable install. I don't know. It'll probably be a mess, but I still have the other OBS install I can use, so it's not like it's a problem. It's just that if Stream Elements decides to just disappear, that's where a problem starts. Or if it ever shuts down and then updates and all that jazz. It's better to have stuff that's not just, well then even, there's so many problems. I may not even deal with it. We'll see. I guess. And like, I don't get what the plan for the Ancients was, and it's just... And like, I don't get what the plan for the Ancients was, and it's just and then Lily is still trapped in the line. Yes, because well, I just... No, I probably am larger than I normally am on the OBS stage, because well, it's not, I didn't I couldn't copy paste one-to-one between the two OBS installs, so I just eyeballed it. Like, there's a fuckload of empty space over here. It's not like you need, like, the important stuff is up here in the, up here. Yeah, close enough. And then Lily is still trapped in the land of origin, regardless. I just, like, I think... Regardless, I just, like, I think the side plots, like, with number 7 and D-Clan were better than how the main plot kind of played out. That might be... played out. That might be just because they were shorter and I can remember them a bit better. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was badly written. I think I'm just a bit of an idiot, so it's like an 8 out of 10, honestly. Overall, out of my... Overall, out of my rating system of should I, this game gets a yeah, probably. Anyway. Probably. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. If you've enjoyed, there's a fuckload of YouTube buttons. There's not the hype button, though, because we're not at 500 subscribers yet. Will we ever hit that number? I don't know. Maybe you can help. There are other videos on the Maybe you can help. There are other videos on the channel. Same format-ish. I might redo my times with eventually. Our next game is going to be God of War Ragnarok. We'll see how that goes. Probably not going to do Lothae anytime soon because we don't own a PS5. So yeah, just hit the button. PS5. So yeah, just hit the buttons on the screen. I'll see you around. There's loads of those shenanigans if you want something that's not, like, long form like this. Yeah, until next time. Bye-bye. Hans, give me a mod for God of War Lothae that turns Lothae into Luffy. The end. Export. In here, outro number 3. Alright. Now we have the overarching bullshit done. Now it's caption review, and I'll probably do a bunch of images in this section while I'm yapping. Oh wait, I also should probably add my faces. The faces. Alright, let's get into review time since we're now just done with this game. Starting with the artwork and the music. Much like game, it's very pretty. The music is very nice. It's a 10 out of 10. I really like it. Gameplay, it's a Metroidvania, so just running around, fighting stuff, your abilities, and honestly nowadays, MVs are more about the plot than they are for just the collecting and running around, although I do like collecting and running around from time to time like that. The combat from the player side feels slow. The combat from the player side feels slow. It's not unplayably slow, it's just not my pace, and it just feels like some of the bosses outpace you, even with your relics and carapaces. It just doesn't feel quite right. 100% of the time. Or I'm just bad at video games. Or both. Now for the story. Let's split this up into plot and world building. The world building side is great. You have the class structure, obviously, of the country and how the people live and lived, the districts and all, the history between the two houses and little other stories. It's just good. It's great. The plot itself following Lilac. The plot itself following Lilac. Following Lilac. think I remember the protagonist's name. Yeah, following Lilac, it's just a bit of a mess in my head, but I also have the poor memory at times, so that could be part of it. But you start the standard amnesia plot. You want to go to the Upper Shadow, we learn about Lilia and our connection with her. Gilroy's now mutant, so now we have to kill him because he's killing people. So yeah, we have to stop him. And then there's the semi-side plot, even though it's the one you have to go through to get the true ending. With Abella being an ancient and supposed to bring back the ancient. You have to go through to get the true ending. With Abella being an ancient and supposed to bring back the ancients, I guess. But then Joran getting in the way of that and being possessed, I believe. It's not 1,000% clear. And then him just dying. Yeah. And throwing everything away, so now the ancients can never come back, I guess. And like, I don't get what the plan for the ancients was. It's just, and then Lily is still trapped. Now, this Bash was still, and then Lily is still trapped in Line of Origin, regardless. It's just like, I think the side plots, like with number 7 and D-Clan, were better than how the main plot kind of played out. That might be just because they were shorter and I can remember them a bit better. I don't think it was badly written. I think I'm just a bit of an idiot, so it's like an 8 out of 10, honestly. Overall, out of my rating system of should I? This game gets a yeah, probably. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. If you've enjoyed, there's a fucking other YouTube button. It's not the hype button, though, because we're not at 500 subscribers yet. Will we ever hit that number? I don't know. Maybe you can help. There are other videos on the channel. Same format-ish. I might redo my times with eventually. Like, my next game is gonna be God of War Ragnarok. We'll see how that goes. Probably not gonna do Lawfare anytime soon because we don't own a PS5. So yeah, just hit the buttons on the screen. I'll see you around. There's a lot of shenanigans if you want something that's not like long form like this. Yeah, until next time. Bye-bye. And then the outro plays. And then the outro. It plays. Alright, so yeah, I'll do a bunch of fucking JPEGs. I might do JPEGs through all this too. All I know for sure is that I need to get captions. Captions are the name of the game right now. And I think from now on, like just looking at the little shenanigans, and well, I didn't do this with my time with it anyways. We're probably just gonna go with no effect because with the ins and outs I have, the timing, like, it just kind of makes it look not good with shorter bursts of words. So, I don't know. Like, I would need to adjust things, and I don't know. I feel like instead of effects, they need to be transitions. So, like, instead of having, like, a... where are my favorites? Yeah, instead of it being an effect, it needs to be a transition, is what I need to properly have ins and outs and all that stuff. Just, I don't know if you can do that. I'm pretty sure there is a way, but that's far beyond my fucking comprehension. In out. 25. Cancel. Let me. Welcome to. Yeah, so this track is where the music lives. Did I fix that? No. I don't remember where. Oh well. Mute the game. That should be everything. Alright, create. Initializing. Initializing. Oh, while it initializes, I'm going to Reddit. Oh no, Reddit. Actually, it looks like it, looks like it already did it. Hello and welcome to my time with Ender Magnolia Bloom the Mist, which oops. Bloom in the Mist, which is like the sister sequel to Ender Lily. Actually, I forget how Ender Lilies is spelled. Yeah, there's no apostrophe. Yeah, no. It's just Lilies, no apostrophe. It's IE, no apostrophe. So ILIE. Yeah. Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. I believe that's supposed to be... Yeah, that's Knights. As in, the Knights of Guinevere. I don't know. This video is gonna be more kind of lore focused, my thoughts, and just me being bad at video games, so let's just get into it. So I gotta caption the parts where I'm yapping and it's not the game. Okay. First, go. Okay. I don't know why it does that. There's a clear pause there, so it's strange. First game was more medieval. This has apparently taken place in the future now. Which I guess is why they say decades, but... I don't know. Lily... Yeah, no, not Lily. No, Lily. Lily is a priestess, technically, so she could have just lived for a while, I guess. Yeah, fair warning, I fuck up reading a bunch of shit. That's just how my... A bunch of shit. Oh, right. Grammatically, that... English is weird. I fuck up reading a bunch of shit. That's just how my brain works. Anyways, continue. This looks useful. It's just me reading... There's one there looking at very carefully. Homunculus. It's maybe been exhausted. Things. Sound here. There's a bit of sound. I'm gonna have to adjust the volume on things. There should be sound here. There's a bit of sound. Like this is weird. Like there's a gap here, but it put I on the left one instead of where it belongs on the right one. I'm gonna have to adjust the volume on things. I feel like there should be sound here. There's a bit of sound. I feel like there should be sound here. There's a bit of sound. I do, however, have one condition. Oh, now you tell me. What is it? You think I would devour you? You can speak once we have escaped this dreary pit. I think you've run out of anything. Hold on, I'm going to comment on this as that the subterranean technology uses ancient aura, also like the layer of large stratum. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we've learned two things. There are these robot-looking fuckers called homunculi, and they run off of magic, which, based on the lore of the first game, makes sense, at least while I remember it. Why Nola's text was blue there, I don't know. Maybe just because she was half dead, or something like that. Also, a continuing thread is that all sound just drops out. I'm pretty sure it's a specific choice by the devs, and I do not understand it in the fucking slightest. I hated it, it confused me every time, and it was just unnerving every time. And for boss fights, we're just gonna plaster my desks on screen. We're going to plaster my desks on screen. Alright. There we go. My desks on screen, and then go over the final fight, just what I thought about the fight, based on what I can remember and what the footage shows me. Wrong button to heal. I'm bad. I'm bad. Wrong button to heal. I'm bad. Honestly, it's a pretty simple fight. Very readable, pretty easy, more or less. Me getting used to the controls of this game. Does give a little bit of the foreshadowing with the elemental attacks, even though we can't get the status effects on us right now. But yeah, nice little starter fight. The one above the enemy, the one below it. Above the enemy, the one below it. UI. Sweet. No. Fish. What about fish? Fish. I'm just glad the game gives you 2 health bars to look at. The one above the enemy and the one below it. One on the actual UI. Also, level 2. Sweet. Level 2. Hodge. I like where you're going. You actually see all this. I feel like missing you. Such a strange choice. Why do I feel like I'm missing audio? Why? It's why. That's probably a key. That's probably a key. My last with this. That's probably our key. My last. Shut there. There's just this little shelf here. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like a dev room. Not like a dev room, like a secret room that the devs didn't put on the map and it's supposed to be extra hidden, like, because that's just a weird shape to have here and there's zero reason to ever come back into this room. Did I ever go check it out? No, I forgot it existed and I don't want to load the game up right now. Like there's shit up there, especially since it's carved out of the minimap. And there's our first indication that people... And there's our first indication that people around here are just fucked up and straight up evil. Also, there's nothing in that room because it's blue now in the minimap if you look. That's not real true to their purpose. However, these methods require tuning from time to time. That's not foreboding officially starting. Up we go! Look at me go! That's not... Yeah, that's not foreboding and potentially concerning at all. Up we go. Up we go. Look at me go. Why'd you fart directly into the microphone? Because. Fuck you. Yeah, I think so. Maybe liberating homunculi. America, fuck yeah. Fucking using the wrong fucking scroll wheel. Those which such power, men don't ask us to maybe find more people by fixing every level. And we're here. All streets. Locked. And we're just here. And we're here. And we're just here. That's certainly something up there. So, well, that's certainly something up there. Oh, that's the upper shroud. That's the way the sorcerer's time applies reside. If I'm just behind the red tree telling, that's the time skill. To that end, I'm not use there. See yourself lilac. I understand. My memory is hazy, but what I felt someone has consistency. I can do what I and if this power I have is to tell one lie, I want to use it. Okay, so homunculi are just artificial life forms infused with magic, which can just go crazy unless they're just tuned properly. Yeah, sure, that's not terrible at all. What is this, Full Metal Alchemist? Anyway, it seems like all three of our characters here, like, loosely connected. They all kinda have amnesia a bit, but I'm sure we'll figure out more of that. And then you get to see the class structure of this game in its full completeness, with just how everything looks back there. Did you know Elon Musk is a trillionaire now? Non sequitur, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down. Why 3rd down? Because fuck you. Generic shock sound effect number 43. Generic shocked sound effect number 43. Well, God, was that so old? And who might you be? Maybe I can't see the town ahead. I can't spend training, I guess. I'm looking at my hands up and small things. Wait, are you in a tutor? Like the one in town sometime back? I inquire where, exactly. Why is your panic to fart noise? I don't know. It's funny. I don't know. I don't know. I only about water. Okay. I look at this with say, did you happen to see one here? No. Anyway, you look at this. That's anything here. Are you sure? There's a tutor help me one time, the other tutor you. She was looking at the stuff here. You know, remind me of her. That tutor later. You should wait for it. Say, you see what's being people now, you can't. It's especially for the soul. I keep playing junk at that side motion. Well then, I'll see you around. I'm going to be pretty useful. There's also a winged homunculus she mentioned. There we go. Jump. Stay there. The room's got much as well. Even while in midair. Hooray, a double jump. Even while in midair. Hooray. Hooray, a double jump. Here. Dodge. 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 How's that for it? I perform in dash. This is so clever and I'm free even while airborne. Oh, aerial dash. Well, you're well, that was Levy. That's not how you spell Levy. I believe it's... I think that's Levy. Yeah, it's just VY. It's Levy. Well, that was Levy, even though I don't think we learned Levy's name in this, and, well, we like Levy here. Levy is good. Even though they are just a naive little child. They're just charming. And then we also get our quest to go find Yulvin. Yol, not Yol, Yol. Oh, not you. Oh. I thought that looked incorrect. Yolvan. Yolvan. Not Yavan. Yolvan. Even though we don't know Yolvan's name yet, but this is my video. I can make it however the fuck I want. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, so let's just move on from that. We have our double jump and our air dash, so there's some movement abilities, even though I have problems with the movement in this game later, but we'll get to that when it's relevant. Ashes. We'll get to that when it's relevant. Alright, sir. Is that dog okay? Alright, sir. Main alert. Is that dog okay? Where? Oh, this dog. Oh, wow, that... Is that metal plating? I think that's... Yeah, that's metal plating. That was spine. Okay. I might... Yeah, some of this is... Yeah, no. Fuck. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Like, you have a punctuation point. Cut. And now you're not identifying the word you identified earlier. How? Why is adding silence allow it? Technology. Where? Stop. Oh, this dog. Oh, this dog. Oh, this dog. This dog. I believe that's words there. Oh, wow, that... Is that metal plating? I think that's... Yeah, it's metal plating. Is that metal plating? I think that's... Yeah, that's metal plating. I think that's... Yeah, that's metal plating. That was a spine. Remarkable spine. That was a spine. That was a spine. Remains this populate. How's the humans on this the case of fumes? Okay, this is how Adam would be gods. Thanks, God. I'm the resident arcane smith around these parts. I take it, the my house. So we are in search of other tools, and away to the upper stream. Guess they have spotted any tunes in a while. You wouldn't know much about the Australian down here. What about a homunculus with wings? And about Gillen from Malaysia. Gillen used to keep second mutants, but that was then. I haven't seen him of late, but there's rumors he's been attacking folks and such. Might be all younger, down the road. Thanks, take here. Social link this. Doggy. Doggy. I need to go get a picture of Big the cat. Hold on. Let me just, I gotta see what this thinks it says. Pottery. Alright. Doggy. Alright, let's see, my time with Ender Magnolia. New folder called JPEGs, and say Big the Cat in the JPEG folder. Call it JPEGs. I already have a JPEGs. Ender Mag, JPEGs, and throw in Big the Cat. It's not a transparent image, but whatever. Here. Crop him. There we go. Easier to manipulate anchor point. I'm just going to put Big the cat right here. Ridiculous. Doggy. Ridiculous. Doggy. Works. Don't need anything fancy. Just jump scare Big the cat. Doggy. Good doggy. Hopefully we can recruit you. Like, can we go down here and talk to this guy? Hello. Hello, my next guy. Thanks. Hello. Hello. Good doggy. Hopefully we can recruit you later. Can we go down here and talk to this guy? Hello. Hello, buddy. Told me that some fly running around wild everywhere. What a mess. Oh no, see, I can out of here. What's down here? Tuna. That's a feast. What's down here? Tuna. That's a feast. I wouldn't let any of them come home. I think I would survive when I got out here, but the townspeople saved me. Got separated from my little sister, though. I wonder if she's out there. Nope. Looking for a little sister, it seems. And a pathway we can get through. Alright. Oh, yes. Well, looking for a little sister, it seems. Well, looking for a little sister, it seems. And a pathway we can't get through. Alright. Alrighty, moving on. Huh. Okay, that's... Okay. I can switch between, so okay. I remembered something. I think we're fine. I am not tabbed into... There we go. That was Gordon, the short Australian you want to have a beer with. And he tells us about arcane instruments, which is just our items we have that we can equip to modify ourselves. It's fairly simple. And tells us how Yolvin's been, maybe acting a bit strange, and we're gonna have to give him the same treatment we gave to Leto. But we gotta find him first, so let's go. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's right. Ugh. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's... Press the wrong button. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's right. There's Leto with an I. Oops. Ugh. Let's go back and fix that. Name is Leto. Or do you not know? Nola. Oh no. Is that really your name? Actually, my arms would suggest as much. This is happy birthday. This is one of the new arcane instruments for you instead. Love you. Grandma. 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 You see him on there. You take care now. Time's up easy to show you the on that sofa there. Thanks, Grandma. Grandpa. Thanks, Grandma. Grandpa. Yeah, have you seen anyone alive outside the city? We'd be long different for the instruments going off the fumes. Grandpa. Schools are great. Grandpa. Sequels are great. Sequels are great. I sense mutants everywhere. Remain alert. Who has a chainsaw? Well, now we know. This one has a chainsaw. This one has a chainsaw. Punch. Let's find out. Well, now we know everybody's names. And we also learned Levy's motivation. I do that every time. For the entire part of their plot. Also, did we ever meet Levy's sister? Somebody who's already played this game? Does he know? No, he forgot because he's an idiot. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh well, I guess we'll find out later. Blatant foreshadowing. Fuck. I see. It's because it's an in and out section. That's neat. That's annoying, but I can see the use for it. Oh well, I guess we'll find out later. I can't take it anymore. A drink before old city folk notice. What we got here? Here. What we got here? Well, you got here. What we got here? Tavern Bulletin Board. There's been an increase in reports of homunculi turning mutant as retreating towards is no longer a feasible endeavor. Ensure that you maintain a safe distance. Additionally, while we still suffer a deficit of attuners, do remain vigilant with reports. Frost Tuner Squad. Alright. And you, sir? You did good making. Alright. And you, sir? Alright. And you, sir? You did good making it here, kid, but it ain't safe here either. How about it? Want to drink before you kick the bucket? Who the fuck just tells a kid they're going to die? The dick move. Who the fuck just tells a kid? Who the fuck just tells a kid they're going? Who the fuck just tells a kid? Tells a kid they're going to die. The dick move. So all of homunculi went mute. I'm sorry, wait a minute. So, DaVinci Resolve added a spell check. That's not a word. Which, it just feels weird that it makes up words. But it's also minorly impressive. This should be the correct spelling. So all the homunculi went mutant. Homunculi went. There's no H in that. There we go. Homunculi went mutant, and now all the people are alcoholics. There must be a connection here. I'm pretty sure that's just correlation, not causation. Correlation, not causation, not Not causation. That's not word either, no. Not causation. Do. Well, at least I spelt it right. Need to make sure I spelt it right. And it did the thing. Must be a connection here. I'm pretty sure that's just correlation, not causation. Do you think I fucking care? Why did you put that in? Again, this is my video. Eat shit. Do I have... That was the wrong button. No, I have the compressor on. And those should be the exact same settings. I do not know why it's peaking. No. Sanguinary Raven. Increase our attack engagement. Embodied to Yellow Vice Friend Levy. Crafted under the guide of the Master Arcane Smith Gordon. Most precious gift. If it's so precious, why is it here? Oh yeah, yep, Yulvin lost his mind. Right. Right, Yulvin's fucking crazy. Well, if it's so precious, why is it here? Oh yeah, yep, Yulvin lost it. Yulvin. Oh yeah, yep, Yulvin lost his mind. Right. That must be the winged homunculus Levy mentioned. I swore to protect them. Tried dodging, didn't work. Tried dodging, didn't work. Alright. Didn't realize I was there. Just do a little surgery here. There we go. Everything's fine. Is it? Is it really? Not really, but that's currently beside the point. Don't worry about it. Alright. Let's take a look. Alright, the phase 1 of Yulvin fight. There's an L in there. Right, which is just Yulvin. It's fairly easy. I don't think it's all that readable when it comes to if he fires one shot or the 3-shot. He warps away for the sweep across, and like it's a fairly simple, easy fight. You just gotta do your dodging, which is at this pace fairly reasonable for what the game asks you to. And then for the Calidrus, let me just say one thing. Why is it that like only one boss fight in both of these games, as far as I remember off the top of my head, have a monstrous phase 2? Like the first boss fight in the first game and now this boss fight in this game. It's strange. I don't know why they didn't do it more. It looks amazing. Anyway, the actual fight, it does ramp up a bit so you're more focused on dodging, but I believe it's kind of trying to set you up for the later fights where you're going now to be doing a whole lot more tight dodging. Other than that, everything is fairly readable, fairly easy enough, and it's not too punishing overall. Motherfucker, you can dodge. There we go. Let's see if it'll be smart or stupid. It chose smart. Motherfucker, you can dodge. You can dodge. can dodge. There we go. That's right. I lost myself to the feelings. You will never leave me, will you? Yeah, I promise. Yes, I'm dead. Now let me just out. Here, I'll cheat. Let's go see what else. Our only hope. Yeah. Well, there's the blight mention. I was in the first game. I also don't have a timer here. I can cross-reference to really see when the ads would hit. I also just, yeah, this is why I should just build a new one. I'll keep using the old OBS because the old OBS, it's just, it's better. It's better. It's just better. Like, there's bits and pieces here that are better, but I like the old one because it has more shit in better places. Well, there's the blight mention. The blight was in the first game. Oh right, Levy's sister died. Oh right, Levy's sister died. Anyways, blatant foreshadowing for what comes later in the game, but we'll get to that eventually. Yeah. We are just going to file save. If I can find save. Where's save? There it is, save project. Blind. Let's just go to the outro. Yeah. For wait, the chat? No, the chat's are separate. I think those are separate. That'd be more people in Taylor time. But yeah, I'm gonna call today a failure for the new OBS setup. There's just when I was setting it up, there's just things I didn't realize for that I actually like having. So I'm probably gonna try and see if I can't bits and pieces it from a fresh OBS install or something, but I'll figure it out. We'll see. Anyway, let's see if this works at least. I'm not getting the command predict. And there's the other thing. Yeah, I don't think that worked. I don't think that worked. Yeah, no, that didn't even work. I can't even do commands in this. Set up vertical? Dual format. I might take a look at that. Alright. See, now that just works. It's actual native Twitch chat. It's not. Yeah, yeah, no, we're just gonna go back to the old one. Anyways, to Tracky.